Introducing Mr. Money.
Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Send your money instantly. Safety is guaranteed. It don't matter how far it is. It reaches safe and quickly. Pay your water bills immediately. And also pay for DSTV. Or top up airtime real quickly. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Hi, I am Mr. Money, and I bring you Airtel Money, the fastest, safest way to send money, pay bills, top up, and more. With Airtel Money, you can do more instantly.
Airtel Money. Simple, secure, instant.
Apple Max. Take it to the max.
Want to just get out of town with your friends and family? Are you having a corporate getaway and have no adequate transport? Then this here is what you need to listen to. A brand new 35-seater Yutong luxury bus is now up for hire at an affordable and negotiable rate. It comes fully equipped with aircon, TV for your relaxation, music soothing your trip, and DVD players to give you variety. Book now by calling 0955 0966 or 977 844 141.
What makes the new Yo-Yo Chipsy so unique? 100% natural ingredients. Nothing artificial. Just a pure experience of freshness. Chipsy potato chips. We know you'll love them.
Hey girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real cause you look so free. So let's chill, have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
Your jungle.
Welcome to Prime Television's main news bulletin. To present it, I'm Abigail Tale. A look at the stories that are making headlines. Farmers in Petauke district complain of delayed payments of their money for the maize supplied to FRA. Solwezi Central MP cast doubts over the PF's economic management of the country. ZESCO MD says the utility company is content with resources allocated to the institution in the 2015 national budget. In international news, Ebola death toll crosses 4,000 mark. And in sports news, Zambia draws nil or with Niger. Well, for these and many more interesting stories, join us shortly after this break. And now the news in detail. Norwegian ambassador to Zambia, Arve Ofstad, says the increase in the 2015 national budget should result in poverty alleviation among Zambian citizens. Ambassador Ofstad has since urged governments to channel the allocated resources to the intended sectors if the real meaning of the budget is to be realized. Ambassador Ofstad says the increase in the 2015 budget should convince people of government's commitment towards implementation of beneficial policies. He says it is ambitious of the Minister of Finance to announce government's plans to reduce its expenditure, adding that this will serve as a litmus test for government to prove its commitment to the people of Zambia. Ambassador Ofstad has, however, commended government for the various development projects it has embarked on, such construction of roads and schools around the country. The Zambia Electricity Supply Corporation, ZESCO, has commended government for increasing funding to the company. ZESCO Managing Director Cyprian Chitundu says the 600 million kwacha allocated to the company in the 2015 national budget will cushion the country's electricity challenges. Mr. Chitundu has further stressed that the electricity company is working towards the complete mitigation of the infamous load shedding by installing a number of transformers around the country. Finance Minister Alexander Chikwanda allocated 600 million kwacha to ZESCO in the 2015 national budget.
We commissioned the 360 megawatts at North Bank Power Station. We are currently working on the 150 megawatt station. The other projects that were not mentioned were the operating of the Musonga Force Power Station. We are operating that from 5 to 10 megawatts. Those works are ongoing as I speak. And very soon we are going to commence the operating of the Chishimba Force. We will operate it from 6 to 15 megawatts. And the good news is that we've also finished one very interesting project in Mpulungu, the Lunzua project, which we constructed at a value of 52 million dollars. And we are in the process of commissioning it. So the money that will be allocated will go definitely into some of these projects. And of course, reinforcement of the distribution projects, as well as part of the transmission projects. So our work has been cut out for us.
As part of the Jubilee celebrations, the Mufulira District Administration plans to construct a house for a handicapped 23-year-old lady of Kansaswa Township. In a media statement to Prime Television by Mufulira District Commissioner Chanda Kawe says the move is in line with the PF's vision of uplifting the standards of people living with disabilities and empowering them with income-generating activities and life survival skills. Mr. Kawe says the district administration is touched in the manner in which Jane Chola is saying building a house will certainly change her life and that of her grandmother who has been keeping her. Mr. Kawe explains that the money for the house will be raised through contributions from all heads of government departments and other stakeholders within Mufulira. The district administration is also in the process of opening up a trust fund to help Ms. Chola, who dropped from school in 2012, to continue with her education. United Party for National Development, UPND Solwezi Central Member of Parliament, Dawson Kafwaya, says there is no hope that the Patriotic Front government will deliver to the people's expectations. Mr. Kafwaya says it is sad that Zambians will continue to wallow in abject poverty because government has not fully committed itself in reducing the gap between the poor and the rich, as evidenced by the high prices of commodities. He says 2015 as a Jubilee year should have served as an opportunity for government to deliver the best policies and projects that will help people put decent meals on their tables. He has further added that Solwezi Central Member of Parliament has continued to lag behind in developmental projects, as a situation he has described as a shame.
So now, I think for people of Northwestern Province, and as a Member of Parliament for Solwezi Central, I see that we don't have any hope in the PF government. Because basically we haven't had any project which have talked about in North-Western Province. We had a lot of promises about constructing a university in North-Western Province, which was not tackled in the budget. And you see, the budget is what is going to tell any developmental program which the government has put in place. So I would say that I'm extremely disappointed, and I think as people from North-Western Province, I would say that we don't have any hope in the PF government. But now, you see, time is coming when people of North-Western Province will rise against the government.
A police officer has been arrested in Chambishi for using someone else to write his examination. Musole 43 of Kitwe paid George Chilundika of house number E127 Uzakile to write examinations on his behalf. Police sources in Kitwe confirms the development to Zanis in Kalulushi in a telephone interview. The sources said the incident happened on Thursday morning when Chilundika was in an examination class at Chambishi Secondary School writing mathematics, paper 2. The impeccable sources said Musole managed to obtain a new national registration card with all particulars bearing his name, but the picture, which was on the NRC, was for Chilundika. The sources said Chilundika was caught in an examination class by some people who knew him as to be a very intelligent boy and that he did very well at grade 12 2 years ago, and so there was no need for him to rewrite. Musole is currently detained at Chambishi Police Station. You are still watching Prime Television's main news bulletin. Just now we take a commercial break. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mr. Money. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Send your money instantly. Safety is guaranteed. It don't matter how far it is. It reaches safe and quickly. Pay your water bills immediately. And also pay for DSTV. Or top up airtime real quickly. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Hi, I am Mr. Money, and I bring you Airtel Money, the fastest, safest way to send money, pay bills, top up, and more. With Airtel Money, you can do more instantly.
Airtel Money. Simple, secure, instant.
Girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real cause you look so free. So let's chill, have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
Potato sticks, freaky fries. Get that awesome crunch.
Thank you so much for still staying with us. We now continue with the news. The Church of God's Women League in Lusaka has donated an assortment of food and non-food items to the University Teaching Hospital, UTH. The donation was to benefit children admitted at the hospital as well as mothers at the UTH Mothers Shelter. The women led by their national president, Beatrice Asumbanya, also took time to pray and preach to the sick before distributing the items.
In this Jubilee year, people have been urged to show love and compassion towards one another. The Church of God in Lusaka has taken up the challenge by donating food and non-food items to patients at the UTH in a bid to strengthen them during this trying period. The program, which was being spearheaded by the church women, also took time to share the word of God as well as pray for them for God's healing hand to be upon them.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding.
No budget for mother shelter. People are going hungry in this place.
Yes.
We are starting as Church of God and we want other people also to emulate us. There are so many women of God in the Lusaka province. They can come and do what we are doing so that we can help these mothers here. They go hungry most of the time. Amen.
Na problem ya mine tinayangana basista pamene tinabwera pa Friday banachirandira banachitereka kuseri uku tinaona kuti abantu bavutika ndabava kudya benangu bachoka mutali benangu kumazabuka benangu ku Livingstone benangu ku Kasamba bali beva kudya bili vonse.
The women visited and donated the items to children admitted at the children's ward, as well as mothers at the UTH Mothers Shelter. Church of God National President Beatrice Sumbanya led the women in all these activities. Authorities at UTH could only ask other stakeholders to emulate the church.
I don't have much to say on behalf of Mothers Shelter and Individual. We are very thankful for this gesture. It will go a very long way. Thank you very much. Keep up with this spirit. Thank you very much.
Such actions demonstrates God's teachings to show love to those in need of it, as well as pray for one another. Chimam reporting for Prime TV News in Lusaka.
The government has urged the Citizens Economic Commission (CEEC) to simplify the procedures of obtaining from the institution. Commerce, Trade and Industry Minister Robert Schinga says this is the only way more people can have access to the funds. Mr. Schinga explains that government's plans are to see that every Zambian at all levels is empowered. The minister has since advised those that have already accessed the funds to work hard and pay them back so as to benefit others. Mr. Schinga said this in Petauke recently.
550,000 jobs out of the 1 million will come from agriculture. Are we together? Are we together? Yes. Are we together? Do we understand what we're saying? Petauke in particular, I want you to accept that you have understood what I'm saying. 550,000 jobs for the entire nation out of the 1 million we want to make in the first 5-year term are going to come from agriculture. P.S. This is why it is so critical for Agriculture Ministry and Ministry of Commerce and Industry to work together to make sure that the commodities, agricultural commodities, are in place so that we can process them.
Farmers in Petauke district of Eastern Province have bemoaned the late payment of their money by the Food Reserve Agency, FRA. The farmers have told Prime Television News in an interview that to date, FRA has not yet paid them for the maize supplied to the agency. The farmers have since called on government to quickly intervene in the matter for them to start preparing for the next farming season. Petauke Council Secretary Pythia Sumba has also confirmed the development. Speaking to journalists, Mr. Sumba says the situation has put farmers in an awkward situation, especially that the rains are just around the corner.
So I'll talk in terms of being a leader. We haven't paid the farmers. Most of the farmers are not paid. Even in personal, I did part of the farming and I'm not paid. But the seeds are just here. I don't know how I will even buy food. In fact, when I came, before I came, it was allocated to youth. That was 2011. Now when I reported here, it was 2012. That was September. I worked with the brief, which I was not very satisfied, and I reported to Minister of Government. The Minister of Government terminated the contract for brief, and then reliably told that the government has given us money, and at the moment is on the stage of procurement.
Patriotic Front Mobilizing Committee member Crispin Mwale has advised former President Rupia Banda to resign his intentions to come back to active politics. Mr. Mwale says Mr. Banda's time is over, urging him to continue enjoying his benefits. He states that Zambians and the international community hold Mr. Banda in high esteem in the manner in which he handed over power to the PF, saying him coming back would just tarnish his image. Mr. Mwale has further advised Mr. Banda to play the role of an advisor to all political parties, just as former presidents were overdue once they leave office. There has been growing speculations that Mr. Banda wants to come back to active politics, which he has indicated that it is his political right to do so. You are still watching Prime Television's main news bulletin. Coming up after the second break is international and sports news. Keep watching.
Apple Max. Take it to the max.
What makes the new Yo-Yo Chipsy so unique? 100% natural ingredients. Nothing artificial. Just a pure experience of freshness. Chipsy potato chips. We know you'll love them.
Welcome back. In international news, more than 4,000 people have died in the Ebola epidemic that broke out in West Africa at the start of the year, according to the latest figures released by the World Health Organization. The WHO said on Friday that as of October, 8,033 people have died of Ebola out of a total of 8,399 registered cases in 7 countries. The last toll puts the figures at 3,865, dead from 8,033 cases. The 7 affected countries are split into 2 groups by WHO. The first includes Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone, by far the worst affected countries. The second group consists of Nigeria, Senegal, Spain, and US, which have seen a small number of highly isolated cases. Liberia is the worst hit of all, with 4,076 cases and 2,316 deaths, followed by Sierra Leone with 2,950 cases and 930 deaths. An armed group fired at a United Nations police patrol monitoring a protest near the airport in the capital of the Central African Republic, wounding 6 constables, a UN peacekeeping official has said. The wounded were evacuated by the peacekeeping mission known as MINUSCA, a UN official said, on condition of anonymity because he was not authorized to speak publicly. The shootings on Friday followed an attack on a UN convoy in Bangui on Thursday that killed a Pakistan peacekeeper. It was the first death of a peacekeeper since the UN took over efforts to calm months of unprecedented violence between Christians and Muslims from an African Union force in September. Another peacekeeper was wounded and several others were slightly injured in that attack, all from Pakistan or Bangladesh. Well, for these and many more international stories, you as well monitored Al Jazeera.
Kurdish forces fighting to defend Kobani in northern Syria say that ISIL is sending in reinforcements. In the past 24 hours, US-led forces have launched 10 airstrikes in support of Kurdish fighters, but that hasn't prevented their headquarters from being overrun. In Iraq, ISIL is responsible for another mass killing. A cameraman was among 13 people shot dead, according to a media watchdog. Raad al-Azawi, who came from a village near Tikrit, was targeted because he refused to work for the group. Host nation Morocco is calling for the Africa Cup of Nations to be postponed because of the Ebola outbreak in West Africa. The football tournament is due to begin there in January. The death toll from the virus has now passed 4,000. And the US is to begin screening passengers for Ebola at one of its busiest airports. Teams at John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York will use thermal sensors to screen travelers from Guinea, Liberia and Sierra Leone. Major airports in Dallas, Chicago, Washington, D.C. and Atlanta will roll out enhanced screening checks in the coming days. In the US, a weekend of protests is underway in Ferguson, Missouri. They're demanding justice for unarmed teenager Michael Brown, who was shot dead by police in August, sparking days of unrest. Protesters have renewed their call for charges to be laid against the officer who shot him. Typhoon Vonfong has hit southern parts of Japan, bringing ferocious winds and huge waves. The storm is now making its way to the southern Okinawa Islands. Local media says that at least 9 people have been killed.
And finally, in sports news, the Zambia national soccer team has drawn nil or with Niger. The loss means that Zambia's chances of qualifying to the Morocco 2015 Africa have been seriously dented. This follows a win by Mozambique, who earlier beat Cape Verde by 2-0 in Mozambique. Today's result still leaves Cape Verde on the summit of Group F with 6 points, followed by Mozambique, who are on 5 points now. Zambia and Niger share 2 points each. Meanwhile, the Chipolopolo have also been beaten by 2 goals to nil by Namibia in the ongoing Women's Championship in Namibia. We end the news on that note, but before we go, the headlines once again. Farmers in Petauke district complain of delayed payment of their money for the maize supply to FRA. Solwezi Central MP cast doubts over the PF's economic management of the country. ZESCO MD says the utility company is content with resources allocated to the institution in the 2015 national budget. In international news, Ebola death toll crosses 4,000 mark. And finally, in sports news, Zambia draws nil or with Niger. Well, thank you so much for your time. On behalf of the production of the entire news crew, this has been Abigail Mtare.
Hey girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real cause you look so free. So let's chill, have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
Potato sticks, freaky fries. Get that awesome crunch.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mr. Money. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Send your money instantly. safety is guaranteed. It don't matter how far it is, it reaches safe and quickly. Pay your water bills immediately. And also pay for DSTV. Or top up airtime real quickly. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Hi, I am Mr. Money, and I bring you Airtel Money, the fastest, safest way to send money, pay bills, top up, and more. With Airtel Money, you can do more instantly.
Airtel Money. Simple, secure, instant.